capitalism. It's a word that evokes strong emotions, both positive and negative. But what exactly is it? In essence, capitalism is an economic system where private individuals and corporations own and control the means of production. This means they own things like factories, land, and resources. Their goal? To make a profit. While the seeds of capitalism were sown in earlier centuries, it truly began to flourish in the 18th century with the Industrial Revolution. This period of rapid technological advancement, particularly in Britain, led to the rise of factories and mass production. These changes brought about a shift from agrarian societies to more industrialized ones, and capitalism became the dominant economic system in the Western world. Think of it like this: imagine a world where you could start your own business baking cakes. You buy the ingredients, bake the cakes, and sell them at a price you determine. That's the basic idea behind capitalism. You control the production and reap the rewards or losses of your efforts. Capitalism stands on several key pillars. Let's break them down. First, private property. This is the bedrock of capitalism. Individuals have the right to own property, whether it's a house, a car, or a business. This ownership encourages investment and innovation because people are more likely to invest in something they own. Second, free markets. In a capitalist system, markets operate with minimal government interference. Prices are determined by supply and demand, the balance of what people want to buy, and what businesses are willing to produce. Third, profit motive. The desire to make a profit is a key driver of capitalism. Businesses strive to produce goods and services that people want to buy, at a price they're willing to pay. This competition leads to innovation and efficiency. Finally, limited government intervention. Capitalism generally prefers a hands-off approach from the government. While the government sets the rules of the game, like enforcing contracts and protecting property rights, it tries not to interfere directly in the market. These core principles form the foundation upon which capitalism operates. Capitalism hasn't remained static over the centuries. It has evolved, adapting to changing circumstances and facing numerous challenges along the way. From the mercantilist era of the 16th to 18th centuries, where government control was more pronounced, capitalism transitioned to laissez-faire capitalism in the 19th century. This period championed minimal government intervention and led to significant economic growth, but also to income inequality. The Great Depression of the 1930s challenged the laissez-faire approach, leading to the rise of Keynesian economics, which advocated for government intervention to stabilize the economy. Post-World War II saw a mixed economy emerge in many countries, combining elements of capitalism and government regulation. Today, with globalization, capitalism has transcended national borders, with multinational corporations operating across the globe. Technology plays an increasingly significant role, shaping how we produce, consume, and interact in the market. Gap 3S. The impact of capitalism on modern technology and innovation is profound. In a capitalist system, the drive for profit fuels competition, which in turn spurs innovation. Companies constantly seek to outdo each other, leading to rapid advancements in technology. Take for instance tech giants like Apple, Google, and Amazon. These companies have revolutionized the way we live, work, and communicate. Apple's relentless pursuit of innovation has brought us the iPhone, a device that has transformed mobile communication. Google, with its search algorithms and data analytics, has made information more accessible than ever before. Amazon's e-commerce platform has redefined retail, making shopping more convenient and efficient. These companies are not just tech innovators, they are economic powerhouses. They influence global supply chains, create millions of jobs, and contribute significantly to economic growth. Their success stories epitomize the capitalist spirit of innovation, driven by competition and the quest for profit. However, this influence is not without controversy. Issues such as data privacy, market monopolization, and the ethical implications of artificial intelligence are hotly debated. The capitalist model's impact on technology raises important questions about the balance between innovation, regulation, and social responsibility. In essence, capitalism's impact on modern technology and innovation is a double-edged sword. It drives progress and economic growth, but also poses challenges that society must navigate carefully. Gap 3S. Gap 3S. While capitalism has driven innovation and economic growth, it is not without its criticisms and challenges. One of the most significant issues is income inequality. In many capitalist societies, the gap between the rich and the poor has widened dramatically. This disparity can lead to social unrest and a sense of injustice among those who feel left behind. Another critical challenge is the environmental impact. The relentless pursuit of profit often leads to the exploitation of natural resources, contributing to climate change, pollution, and biodiversity loss. Companies may prioritize short-term gains over long-term sustainability, leading to severe environmental degradation. Economic crises are also a frequent occurrence in capitalist systems. The 2008 financial crisis, for instance, exposed the vulnerabilities of a deregulated financial sector and led to widespread economic hardship. These crises often result in job losses, foreclosures, and a decline in living standards for many people. Despite these challenges, there are potential solutions and reforms that can address the shortcomings of capitalism. One approach is to implement progressive taxation and social welfare programs to reduce income inequality. By ensuring that the wealth generated by capitalism is more evenly distributed, societies can promote greater social cohesion and stability. To mitigate environmental impacts, governments and businesses can invest in sustainable practices and green technologies. Regulatory frameworks can be strengthened to ensure that companies are held accountable for their environmental footprint. Additionally, fostering a culture of corporate social responsibility can encourage businesses to consider the long-term consequences of their actions. Addressing economic crises may require a more robust regulatory environment and better oversight of financial markets. By promoting transparency and accountability, governments can help prevent the excesses that often lead to economic downturns. In conclusion, while capitalism has its flaws, it also has the potential for reform. By addressing issues such as income inequality, environmental degradation, and economic instability, we can work towards a more equitable and sustainable future. Gap 3S. Gap 3S. As we draw to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've undertaken through the complex landscape of capitalism. From its genesis in the mercantile economies of the past to its significant role in driving modern technology and innovation, capitalism has undeniably shaped our world in profound ways. We've explored the foundational principles of private property and free markets, and how these have evolved from mercantilism to the age of globalization. Yet we've also acknowledged the criticisms and challenges that come with this economic system. Issues such as income inequality, environmental degradation, and economic crises are significant hurdles that must be addressed for capitalism to be sustainable in the long run. In our exploration of different models, we've seen how various countries have adapted capitalism to fit their unique cultural and economic contexts. Whether it's the free market capitalism of the United States, the state capitalism of China, or the social capitalism of Scandinavia, each model offers valuable lessons and insights. So what does the future hold for capitalism? The answer lies in our ability to adapt and reform. By implementing progressive policies that address income inequality, investing in sustainable practices to mitigate environmental impacts, and fostering a robust regulatory environment to prevent economic crises, we can steer capitalism towards a more equitable and sustainable future. But this isn't just a task for governments and corporations, it's a collective responsibility. Your voice matters. Engage in discussions about economic systems, share your views, and advocate for the changes you believe in. Together, we can shape a future where capitalism works for everyone. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey. If you found this video thought-provoking, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that delves into the intricacies of our world. Gap 3S. Just as there are different interpretations of a book, there are different models of capitalism. Each country tailors the system to fit its unique circumstances and values. Free market capitalism. This model champions minimal government intervention, allowing the invisible hand of the market to guide economic activity. The United States, in its purest form, exemplifies this approach. State capitalism. Here the government plays a more active role in the economy, owning or controlling certain industries while still adhering to capitalist principles. China's economic model is often cited as an example. Social capitalism. This model seeks to balance free market principles with social welfare. Countries like Sweden and Denmark, with their robust social safety nets, exemplify social capitalism. These are just a few examples of the diverse ways capitalism manifests itself around the world.